crazy. Well, they're just hoping. I hate most crowded places. They're all fake destinations. Me and my lover will stay together and keep on floating. I don't wanna leave my zone. I don't wanna feel that tone. I don't care if I'm not accepted. If I'm not right, then you're just wrong. That's a fact. And if I'm not wrong, then you're not right. I'm never wrong when it comes to my mind. It's not about what you look for, it's what you find. Who you find. Not wrong, then you're not right. I'm never wrong when it comes to my mind. It's not about what you look for, it's what you find. Who you find. Not wrong, then you're not right. I'm never wrong when it comes to my mind. It's not about what you look for, it's what you find. Who you find. Not wrong, then you're not right. I'm never wrong when it comes to my mind. It's not about what you look for, it's what you find. Who you find.
Oh, brother, oh, brother, oh, brother. Welcome back to another episode of the Matt Kohrs Show, where I'm Matt Kohrs and you are the show. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can't believe I've tuned into this channel almost every live stream for 32 months. Love you, Matt Zero. I love you. I appreciate the outpouring of amazing support, and I'm happy you're here, man. Rocking it as a space ape for 32 months, where each month is more enjoyable than the last. Folks, I hope you had a great long weekend. Now, for some of you who maybe are a little bit confused, the market was closed yesterday in observation of President's Day, Washington's birthday, whatever you want to call it, but the equities market was closed. The futures market had a half day. The crypto market never closes. But anyway, we had a bit of a breather, so I hope you were able to take advantage of that, hanging out, rest and relaxation, hitting the stair stepper, doing what you do best. But now that that's all done, it's time for another fun week in the digital casino, the world's largest casino we like to call the old stonk market, where sometimes we make horrible decisions that end up ruining our financial health, but then other times we just get lucky and it works. That kind of a vibe. So hopefully we're in the latter camp today, where we fortunately make some money, opposed to breaking of our rules and ruining our entire life. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But folks, before we get into it, thank you. I hope you have your cup of coffee ready. And if you're waiting for your coffee to percolate, to cool off, for the right mixture to really just settle within your coffee cup, I do ask of you ever so kindly to destroy the like button. Just kill it, destroy it, unalive it, do whatever you need to, but make sure you are smashing it. And then also don't forget to subscribe. If you're new here, first dates are always a little bit interesting. I'm happy that we're doing a little bit more of a breakfast date than a dinner thing. Like, it's a low commitment type of a thing. I appreciate that. I hope the first date goes well. A little bit about me. My name is Matt. I'm a degenerate trader. And on the show here, we kind of just do virtual tours of our local zoos. It's a big virtual zoo-based show where we just kind of do that little, like, you know how on Google Maps you could do the walkthrough? We kind of just do that with zoos throughout the world, and that's the main premise of the show. So if that sounds like it's something up your alley, if you're like, oh man, I didn't even know I wanted to spend half my day doing virtual walkthroughs of every zoo in the world, that's what we do here. That's 100% what we do here. So I hope that's your cup of tea. And if it's not, well, you should stop drinking tea anyway, because it's kind of a weird beverage to consume. So maybe you have some other life decisions to really work through. Other than that, we might be touching into some things such as degenerate trading, options, futures, some robots. I already turned my robots on today. And luckily for me, I'm already down about $1,000. So that's pretty sick. that's working out well. My robots, I guess, did not study over the weekend, did not do what they needed to do because I'm already hemorrhaging money. So kudos to them for ruining my life. We're going to do some option stuff when the market actually gets open, but futures is already open. I have some news. We're going to be talking about some of the recent earnings and the other earnings to pay attention to this week, the other major macroeconomic events going down this week. Little bit quiet on the macroeconomic side this week, but we do have a lot of bond reports coming out. So definitely I'm going to give you the TLDR of what to pay attention to there. I'm going to brag about how I did trading last week because I made like $18,000. So, of course, none of you guys pat me on the back. So I'm going to do it for myself. And I might even injure my rotator cuff as I do it so vigorously. So we're going to get a little bit into that, a little bit of the week ahead, some news on Elon and Neuralink, a little bit of news of Capital One and Discover, a little bit of crypto news as the time's getting closer. We're getting closer and closer to the halving. So a little bit of news on the Bitcoin halving, what it means, what it doesn't mean, the expected date. We have a lot to do, a lot to chit chat about, just a lot. It's going to be a big show. I mean, the fact that we didn't have the show yesterday means we have to put Monday show and Tuesday show all today on Tuesday. Now, I hope everyone's buckled up. I hope your socks are safely secure because we don't want to be knocking any of those off. And as you guys are preparing for what the show is, I do want to give a quick shout out to today's stream partner. I'm talking about Public. Public is pinned to the top of chat. It's in the description of the video. It's free to download. Public.com is a trading brokerage. They have stocks, they have crypto, they have ETF, they have bonds, and now they have options. Now, if you guys remember historically, back in the crazy meme day, you'll know other brokerages, who we shall not name, turned off the purchasing of the major stock, GameStop, GME. And from there, it became a big conversation about what is payment for order flow? How does it work? Even Gary Gensler said that there's a clear conflict of interest, at least in his opinion, or there might be a conflict of interest. So you might have heard of Public at that time because they were the first major brokerage who stood up and you said, you know what? We're going to remain commission free, but we're no longer going to engage in payment for order flow, which is the process of brokerages selling their orders to market makers such as Citadel, Virtu. So Public was one of the first ones to stand up and say, hey, we have our clients back and we are going to no longer engage in this because there are potential conflicts of interest. And once again, that's according to the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler. Well, for quite a while, they did not trade options because there is no way to trade options without payment for order flow. It's a completely different market. There's a completely different market structure. You just cannot avoid it. If you are trading options in the US and really globally, but let's just talk about the US, you are engaging in payment for order flow. But with that in mind, they didn't want to engage in payment for order flow, but there's a lot of clients who said, hey, we would love to trade options. I mean, think about all the articles we read weekly where it's just the rise of zero DTE trading, what it's doing to the market, the amount of money being made, the amount of money being lost, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you could understand that there was quite a bit of demand for it. So to show that they still have their clients back, Public decided to step up and say, hey, you know what? All the public payment for order flow that we are generating, we're going to give back half of it to the clients. So earn 18 cents rebate per contract traded. So if you buy and you sell right away, you have 36 extra cents. No other brokerage does it. Now, obviously, if you trade one contract one day, that's not going to be so crazy. But if you're a prolific options trader, obviously this starts to add up and add up and add up. No other brokerage does it. I think it's impressively awesome. They just started with it. So if you want to check it out, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. I think it's groundbreaking. Literally no other brokerage does it. So give it a whirl. See if it's for you. I think it's very much for me, but I will let you kind of come to your own decision on it. Once again, shout out to Public, specifically their newest business offering of option trading, pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. Speaking of options and craziness and everything else going on, here's a little looky-see at the market. The SPY was looking good on Friday up until about 2:15. Same thing with the Qs, and then it's been vomiting ever since. SMCI, I want to get a bit into this. This was the high-flying semiconductor-related company that, as you could tell on Friday, went from 1,060 all the way down to, in pre-market trading, we hit 760. A lot of some negative stuff going on there. Talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Bitcoin recently popping. I honestly thought it was going to get hit over the weekend, but holding strong. So I was 100% wrong on that, but currently trading at 52.5. We're going to talk about Rumble, Meta, Netflix, Coinbase, Microsoft, Tesla, Nvidia, Palantir. We're going to get into all of those. Don't you worry. There's a lot to chit chat about. But before we get into those individual names, I just want to take a quick moment, because I know when the bell goes dingity ding 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 and the casino officially opens for the day, I know sometimes we lose the bigger picture. All of a sudden we start paying attention to the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute. I do want to remind everyone that the S&P 500, not that long ago, Monday, February 12th, hit an all-time high of 503.50. We got very close to that on Friday, topping out at 502.87. So did we hit a new all-time high? No, we didn't. And even though we're seeing a bit of red right here, and this might seem quote unquote bad, please understand that we are far closer to our all-time high than anything else. If anything, if we pull back down into this EMA cloud, it's still bullish. I would still define it as a healthy pullback. It's not really until the breakdown of a larger EMA, such as the 50, that I'd start to be like, all right, like, are we actually going to be starting a new medium-term trend? But right now, the uptrend is undeniable. Undeniable. So yeah, in the short term, we might see a bit of red, but I don't think that's any reason whatsoever to panic about it and be like, oh my God, what's going on? I mean, we literally almost hit a new all-time high on Friday. So some of this, let's just take it with a grain of salt. Same thing in the Qs. All-time high of 439.14. On Friday, we got to basically 435. Once again, within spitting distance, very close. I mean, the tech sector has been absurdly strong. Tech's been strong. The overall market's been strong. Crypto's been strong. We have some strength now coming back into commodities. If you're looking at like something like gold recently bouncing, oil recently bouncing, there's bullishness. The bulls are running the party right now. So I just want to clarify that, more of a higher level, medium term picture. Obviously, long term, it's easy. Dollar cost average into your favorite things and just forget about it. Long term investing, I would argue, is one of the easiest things to do in the world of Wall Street. You buy the overall market and you forget about it and you move on with your life. My favorite stat, one of my favorite stats, is there's no single day in U.S. stock market history, the overall market, the S&P 500, that you could pick and fast forward 15 years and be down money. That does not exist. Every single day, if you fast forward 15 years, would be higher than the day that you bought it. There's no counterexample to that. So with that, for the long-term type of stuff, remember, investing and trading are two completely different sports. They just happen to be played on the same field. Long-term investing, you buy high-quality things and you forget about it. You dollar cost average and you move on with your life. But in terms of the medium term, where like maybe you're swinging a position, or short term, like active trading, zero DTs, that type of stuff, it's a different sport. It's a completely different sport. Yes, I get that it plays out in our same favorite casino, but there's a multitude of different things you would consider ideally to be successful. S&P 500 futures dip as investors look to holiday shortened trading week. Only 4 days this week because of Washington's birthday, President's Day, all going down yesterday. In terms of the macroeconomic events today, nothing's really scheduled. There are a couple bond auctions, and I'll be calling those out in a second, but nothing on the official list today. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 21st, is not only the FOMC meeting minutes report. Remember, this is not an FOMC meeting. It's the meeting minutes from the last meeting, just to clarify. It's not a new FOMC meeting. But that's not the only important thing going down tomorrow. Arguably more important, it also happens to be Mama Kohrs' birthday. So Mama Kohrs, if you're watching right now, which you're probably not because I don't think you really watch my show, but if by the off chance you are watching, happy early birthday. Later on this week, Thursday, CPI out of the Eurozone area, normal Thursday stuff, nothing listed Friday. As I alluded to before, a bit quieter in the world of macroeconomic events, but I do believe a lot of people are going to be paying attention to what's going on with the bond auctions. And we have 3 important ones this week. And the reason I'm saying it's important this week is because last week we had 3 other macroeconomic reports, CPI, PPI, and retail sales, all coming in higher than expected, which is suggestive of the fact that we do not have inflation under control. And if we don't have inflation under control, that's going to force our Fed, Jerome Powell, the chairman, and all of his little cronies there, to be a bit more hawkish than the market is anticipating. Markets start to speculate if the next Fed move is up, not down. This is pretty freaking hawkish relative to how we started off the year. When we started off the year, at one point, the markets were saying there's a realistic statistical chance of 6 rate cuts this year. Now, obviously, as time has progressed, people are like, wow, we were maybe drinking a little bit too much eggnog over the Christmas season because that was absurdly confident. And then very quickly, it started to drop to 5 to 4, and now we're in the world of 3. But there is some commentary of, if inflation actually, if this is like a fluke and inflation starts to go back up, we might have to do more Fed rate hikes, which would be crazy. Investors are beginning to war game how the Federal Reserve can manage a U.S. economy that just won't land, with some even debating whether interest rate hikes will be needed only weeks after a steady run of reductions appeared to all but certain. The latest hot debate, perhaps the next shift isn't a cut at all. Former U.S. Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers on Friday voiced what a number of market participants had already been thinking. There's a meaningful chance the next move is up. Obviously, they're going to be forced to do this if we don't get inflation under control. They're going to be forced to. It's not like, we just hate you people, so we're going to do it. No. They very much don't want to do it. And if we keep getting the same trend of inflation data points that we did last week, that's what would be forced. Now, obviously, fingers crossed that we don't go into that situation, but unfortunately, time will tell. There are so many possible plausible outcomes. While he's sticking with a 75 basis point cut for 2024, as in 3 different cuts at 25 bips each, he said, it's very hard for me to say with a high degree of confidence. Options market sees a small chance of rate hike. So right here, this one hike or more, this is the new thing. Now, obviously, the odds of it coming in at 6% chance, they're not that high at all, basically 0. But the fact that even before this, it didn't exist at all. Like at the start of last week, no one was betting on it. So the fact that there's a little bit of awkwardness right there, something to consider. At this point in time, there's a 23% chance of 1 to 2 cuts this year. That is the most dominant statistical outcome at this moment in time. Obviously, it's going to change as new data comes in, as markets develop, as someone announces this and the other person announces that. This is going to change. This is a very dynamic number, but this is from now until the end of this calendar year. The highest odds are for 1 to 2 rate cuts, so 25 to 50 basis points. In real time, this is the Fed watch tool for the upcoming FOMC meeting, which is a bit away, a month away. It's March 20th, late March. As of now, we are currently at 5.25. That is the official Fed fund rate at this moment in time. As of now, there's a 91.5% chance that we stay there. So not hiking, not cutting for the upcoming meeting in March. The previous thing I was showing you was till the end of the calendar year. This one is literally just for this month, or I should say next month. 91% chance of no change whatsoever. So that's a quick little rundown of what happened last week, the overall macroeconomic situation, and kind of the craziness, and how the hawks are feeling a little bit hawkish and how the doves are feeling a little less dovish based on inflation continuing to be the thorn in our side. Don't forget, we're still in earnings season. It kind of ended last week. There's a couple big ones that I think you'll still be interested in. For example, this morning, Walmart, Home Depot. Tomorrow, we're going to hear from NVIDIA, Rivian, Etsy, Lucid. Later on this week, Moderna, Nikola, Block, Friday, Warner Bros. So you get my point, is like we're not getting the biggest companies. Well, NVIDIA is pretty big, but a high percentage of the overall markets has already reported based on market cap. The last one that I think a lot of people are interested in is going to be NVIDIA. So that's after the market closes tomorrow. But with respect to ones that have reported this morning, let me give you the skinny on that. Home Depot beats earnings, sales estimates, even as consumers take on smaller home improvement projects. So this was just coming out this morning. I think it actually is down the last time I checked at it, or maybe it was a fluke. Yeah, down 2%. So this Home Depot, just not as good as estimates wanted it to be. Walmart beats Wall Street's holiday expectations as e-commerce sales soar. That isn't the only reason why WMT is currently up 4%. Closed out the day at 170.36, currently trading at 177.75. Walmart's up because of an interesting acquisition. Walmart to buy TV maker Vizio for $2.3 billion in a move to grow its ad business. Now, if you ask me, and no one really did, but I'm going to give you my opinion anyway, I think this is bad news bears for Roku. The fact that Walmart is getting, the wallets are getting into the world of their TV makers. Yes, it could be a slight hit to Amazon with their Fire TV, but they have so much else going on. I think what this is doing is really, really amping up the pressure against Roku. So just something to consider in the medium to long term. But Walmart doing well in its earnings, and also a pretty exciting announcement. But that wasn't the only one. Capital One, ticker symbol COF, is to buy Discover for a $35 billion deal. It's the biggest deal of the year. So COF is Capital One. Right now, down 4.9%. This is commonly what happens. The bigger company takes a bit of a hit, while the company being acquired ends up shooting up. Now, I actually don't know Discover Financial, DFS, currently up 12.5%. The smaller company tends to go up, while the acquiring company, the bigger company, tends to get down. Now, is that a rule that's going to work 100% of the time? No, that's just the common trend that you're going to see. Obviously, you could always find counterexamples to everything going on. But anyway, Discover, DFS going up. I'm actually surprised that Capital One was able to pull this off. I mean, that's not a cheap deal, $35 billion. So anyway, Capital One, I somehow pulling off the deal of a lifetime. In the world of big banks, Capital One wasn't really that big of one. And now the fact that it's going to have all of Discover, little bit crazy. Very, very cool breaking news related to Elon Musk. And we're not here to talk about Tesla. We're not here to talk about X. We're not even talking about SpaceX. I have a really cool update related to Neuralink. So not that long ago, first month in the year, January, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. So Neuralink, for those of you who don't know, Elon Musk, it's one of his other companies, and it's early days. I don't want to sound grandiose, but if they could pull off what they're attempting to pull off with Neuralink, it could truly be life-changing for so many people. So anyway, Neuralink has officially implanted its first brain chip into an actual human. For those of you, you got to check this out. This is a video that I think is a pretty worthwhile breakdown of what this could potentially be. I want to make it clear, this is not what's going on right now in real time, but the idea of what this technology could be blows my mind. Give this a listen.
The joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Wild.
This is made possible with you.
Right, you get the idea that this could be life-changing. Not only does it seem cool and futuristic, but to someone who's a quadriplegic, a paraplegic, ALS, this could dramatically improve the quality of their life if they could pull it off. Well, anyway, this is what all happened in the first month of the year. We got an update on the situation. Elon Musk says first Neuralink patient can control a computer mouse through thinking. This just came out. A patient implanted with Neuralink's brain technology can now control a computer mouse by just thinking. What? Do you guys appreciate what that means? You know how insanely cool that is? The billionaire startup says it has developed a brain implant to help humans use their neural signals to control external technologies. Musk said Neuralink is trying to get as many button presses as possible from thinking from the patient. How incredibly cool. The patient seems to have made a full recovery with no ill effects that we are aware of and is able to control a mouse, move the mouse around the screen just by thinking. So just because we covered the story and this narrative, I don't know if you guys enjoy it, but I find it to be so incredibly cool. I kind of want to keep everyone up to date on how this is going, but the first patient trial, it happened a little bit ago. They recovered well. They're recovering even better now. And according to Elon Musk, they can successfully control some aspects of their phone by just thinking. That's amazing. Think about how much technology is exploding right now. I remember growing up and I had to wait for the dial-up internet to connect to do anything. And now we're potentially not that far away of being able to give quadriplegics their faculties back. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I love trading. This is from the Goonie newsletter. It is in the description of the video. I think the bots are also posting it. My mods will put it in the chat, but it's free. Just go to macros.locals.com or find all the links in the description of the video. It's not that hard. But anyway, I break down the previous week, my ideas of the upcoming week, all the major macroeconomic events. For example, at 1 p.m. ET today, we will get the results of the one-year bill auction. Later on this week, as in Wednesday, the 20-year bond auction comes out at 1 p.m. and then the 30-year bond auction is on Thursday. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday, 3 important things in the world of fixed income. Most of the time, these auctions of all the different treasury bills, notes, bonds are boring and overlooked, and most people don't care. But a month or two ago, there was one that went very, very poorly. And ever since then, everyone's been a little bit more amped up, and it's worthwhile to pay attention to. Now, to be fair, over the past week or two, they've gone perfectly fine. And in fact, they're part of the reason, most likely, why the market continues higher and higher and higher, because there was enough of a healthy appetite to buy debt from the government. So I just want to put this on your radar today, tomorrow, and Thursday, all at 1 p.m., 1 year, 20 year, 30 year. I also give you all the earnings, and then I try to highlight the ones that I think you're going to care about most. Seasonality. Obviously, market closed on Monday, but with respect to today, Tuesday, February 20th, this day, historically, over the past 25 years worth of data, 2.5 decades, this day has favored the bears. The bulls have only won this day 40% of the time, i.e. the bears have won at 60. The profit factor is below 1, considerably below 1. And here's a look at the equity curve that is generated from buying at open and selling at close on this very day over the past 25 years. Obviously, buying at open, selling at close for the first 15 years slightly favored the bears, a little bit of a trend down, but recently especially the past 3 to 5 years, it has just been down. So bad news bears. Does this definitively mean we're gonna have a bearish day? No, but I'm just trying to give you some stats, facts, and figures to be a little bit more comfortable, hopefully, throughout your trades. And then I give it for every single day of the week. I'll give you an update on Piper. Piper's strategy, as I alluded to a week ago, no longer perfect. She took a hit on the Qs on Monday, February 12th, after a 43 trade streak. So restarting the streak now. I wanted to hit 50 so bad, it just didn't come. Anyway, we also have, these are just my, medium-term swing charts of interest. I thought Bitcoin was going to take a bit more of a hit. It's actually showing a bit of strength right now. I'm watching Meta. I'm watching Netflix. I'm also watching Rum. All of those, in my opinion, are setting up in a nice bullish pattern. I just want to see if we get that follow through and that continuation. Now, very quickly, I do want to remind everyone that as of March 1st, the price for the Goonie Discord's going up. As of right now, it's $30 a month, $300 for the year. As of March 1st, it's going up to $50 a month, $500 for a year. So if you want to get grandfathered into a cheaper price, if you sign up now and you're in at 30, you're not going to have to be paying 50. You'll get grandfathered in. You could sign up now and your first month is free. So in my opinion, you have nothing to lose because you have your entire first month for free to make that decision. So if you sign up now, today, it's in the description of the video. My mods are going to put it in chat. If you sign up now for free and you like it, great, you're grandfathered in. If you sign up now for free and it's not for you, no harm, no foul, didn't cost you anything anyway. Now you might be thinking, well, why do I want to sign up? Why would I get it? Why is it $30, potentially $50 a month, basically a little bit more than $1 a day? Well, when you get it, obviously you get the newsletter, you get my trades, you get Piper signals, you get other community members' trades. There's private lectures every single weekend. And you, I don't know, to me, when it comes to anyone in the situation that I'm in, if you're a trading guru or something like that, and you're trying to educate the retail public, you kind of have to be transparent. You have to show it. And this is how I did last week. From the 12th to the 16th, I personally made 18.8K. So I put my money where my mouth is. I don't know how many years that would have paid for, 6 decades. So basically in 1 week, I paid for 6 decades of being in the Goonie Discord. So it's a basic business problem of, is it worth it? Well, are you making more money than it costs to be in there? Because if it is, then yeah. So in 1 week, I made 6 decades worth of the cost to be in there. And then those were my personal trades. In terms of the Piper signal, she, even though took a hit on Monday, still ended up returning $183 on the minimum account sizing, which basically you would have only need $300. So on a theoretical $1,000 account, you would have had an 18% return in 1 week. And that obviously would have paid for 6 months of it. So my pitch to you is pretty fucking basic, honestly. I think within the first free month that you're there, you're going to find enough value that you're going to be like, oh, wow, this is clearly worth way more than just like the yearly access. So anyway, if you want to test it out, just it's there. It's going.
Order filled.
All right. And on that, I think the market's ripping a little bit right now. Dingity ding ding ding. The casino is open. Best of luck to all. Play responsibly. If not, have
Order
fun.
filled.
All right, you guys are probably awkwardly hearing my robots go nuts in the background. I don't know how
Order
they're
filled.
doing. Dude, this cannot be good. Yeah, not the best day for me. So one of these is up 480, one of them's down 435, so they cancel out. So I'm kind of down $600 right now. But maybe we'll make a fight back to green. I don't know. No one really knows these days. That's all I could say is no one really knows. PA 108. I don't know why this one's not trading, but I would love for it to all go green. Oh, we're trending. We're trending in the right way. The robots are we're catching a piece of this open. So maybe, and I kind of already, oh, wait, are we about to go fully green on the open? Come on. I want to see green across the board. $30 more. $30 more. $5 more. We could do it. America, right there. If I were to close it out today, I could have a nice $1,000 day. It's working. We're going in the right direction. Dude, the robot is really catching this market open. Up 600 smackaroos. Let's do this. We're trending. This is what America was built on. The fact that you could chase the dream by playing numbers on your screen. Look at this move that it caught. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. All right, we'll check back in on that in a hot second. Here's Bitcoin. What else is green this morning? What are the big movers this morning, folks? Help me help you. Netflix is actually in the green a little bit. That was on a bullish watch list for me. We have the Qs getting their upside gap fill. Just hit the low from Friday. The Qs hit their upside gap fill. The SPY, and this is a high odds play, by the way. SPY upside gap fill 498.75 is what I would personally be targeting. If you want to know the odds of that gap getting filled, I can actually tell you. Today's a Tuesday. Tuesday, right? Here are the counts of the percentages of the week when the open is
Order
above the
filled.
nope. We're close. Hang on. When the open is below the previous low. I'm tracking it down. I have the data here for you somewhere. Below the previous low when the open is below.
Order filled.
Oh, on 68.22%. 68.22% chance of this getting hit, 498.75. Just wanted to give that out there since we looked into all that good stuff. What is happening? What's happening? Okay, I'm in the green. Realized P&L, 1.1K, 550, 220, 285. We're getting somewhere. Technically, we just did something that was a little bit silly.
Order filled.
I don't quite know what's happening. It's kind of freaking me out. It feels like the gains are quickly being lost, but hey, I can officially say we're somehow we might be more in the green now. I don't know. I just kind of let it rip. I don't really ask questions. I just kind of SMCI, are the puts worth it on this? I kind of want to see what happens if I just like get some YOLO puts, you know? Because SMCI, I think the party might be over, you know? Is that crazy? SMCI. Trade SMCI options. Buy a put. Dude, these are expensive. These are not cheap.
Order filled.
Oh, hang on. Did I add it right? Nope, that's not the right one. What's going on here? Stuff's not loading for me. What are we trading at? 774? I'm having a tough time.
Order
for this.
filled.
$600 put.
Order filled.
Submit order. All right, I'm trying on some SMCI puts. I don't know if I'll get a fill though. It's not the most liquid.
Order filled.
And I just hear my bots going absolutely crazy. If it gets a fill, I'll let you know, but it might be running a little bit too far away from my price that I need. Might be running a little bit away from what I need. I also don't. If it gets a fill, it gets a fill. Guess there's no point in really chasing it. Oh, should I just hit the market with it? Earnings. SMCI. I think so many people are about to get seriously destroyed on this one. I don't know. I'll just let it rip. I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes.
Order filled.
Dude, what is happening? Oh, I'm up money. How funny is that? That like you don't even necessarily, dude. I think
Order
the
filled.
less you know about trading, the better off you're gonna be. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But sometimes there's this concept of failing successfully, and that's what you're seeing right now. You're seeing a guy who is failing successfully. And that's all you have to do. Just fail successfully day over day over day over day. We'll see how it goes. A little down. I don't even know. I think this one should be entering a trade soon if it breaks down here. This one's been taking forever to trade. Come on, do something.
Order
Do something.
filled.
There we go. That one, this one, I'm feeling good about this one. I'm feeling good about this one. But no, somehow it's working. Don't know how. I'm afraid to ask at this point. Apparently, these are the 5 things you should know before the stock market opens today, Tuesday. I'm not even going to read it. I'm just going to kind of guess the 5 things that they want you to know. All right. Number 1, George Washington died before the first discovery of a dinosaur fossil, which suggests that all of America was built on the vision of a guy who didn't know dinosaurs exist. That's the first thing you should know before the market opens. What's the second thing that you should know? The second thing that you should know. I'm just trying to guess it here with CNBC. I'm trying to assume maybe they knew something that I don't know. But I feel like that first one is like pretty impactful. Pretty impactful. Number 2. The number 2 thing you should know before the market opens is right now in Asia, there's certain sub-regions of Asia where they're actually having a pretty serious issue of a new drug addiction, but it's not like fentanyl or heroin or something. They're smoking scorpions. So apparently that issue is running amok right now in certain regions of Asia. Is like they literally are smoking scorpions, like those little scary creepy crawlies with stingers on their back. So that's a crazy one. That's probably the second thing you should know. What's the third thing you should know? I don't know if this necessarily deserves spot 3. It's probably more of a spot 5 thing, but it's on the top of my mind, so I want to share it with you anyway. It took like 2 years in high school for my voice to successfully change. Between sophomore and junior year, my voice cracked forever. And I was relentlessly made fun of by my own friends because apparently that's what friends do. But it was not fun. It was not it took
Order
2
filled.
years. My voice, I would just talk, crack, talk, crack, talk, crack. I don't know. That might be related to the market. I just wanted to share that. It feels like that could be an important thing. Dude, am I making even more money? Dude, these bots are going nuts today. Dude, trading is so easy. It is so easy. Everyone's out there like trading so hard. You have to have a plan. You have to know what you're doing. You have to have proper risk management. You have to have a system. No, you don't. No. Dude, take it from the best trader on this side of the Mississippi. You just let it rip. You just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Actually, 93 and 94, I should probably turn off soon because I only need 3,000 and then I convert those over to PA account where I can make actual money. And then in terms of the actual money, 2.4, 200, 500, and then 3.3. Dude, we are catching a nice push.
Order filled.
So here's the game plan. The game plan is 93, 94.
Order
As
filled.
soon as they're over 3K, I'm going to turn them off so I can pay for them to be PA. Because, that reminds me, we're doing a new trading competition. Another reason you guys should be in there is the trading competitions. That's another reason why you should be in the Discord. Folks, if you're in the Discord right now, I forgot to
Order
message everyone,
filled.
but there is a new trading competition officially as of today. So if you're in the Discord, go to the Trading League channel
Order filled.
and feel free to post your account in there. Dude, something's going a little bit haywire. Look at this push. Look at that push, man. Hey, it's working. It's working for America. All right, where are we at? Market. Got the upside gap fill on the Qs and not on the SPY, and things are not looking the best. 5-minute breaking down, 10-minute breaking down, the 30-minute. So bearish. The daily still bullish. Let me load this up. Load layout. Qs, the
Order
Qs, the
filled.
Qs. Bearish, and then this will be bullish if it ever loads. Yeah, but even that's starting to go. Okay. My bias is obviously a bit bearish on the day. We're going to see how this one plays itself out. Oh, wait, what levels did I want to target? Oh, brother.
Order filled.
Dude, those bots, they're doing something. I need to get a funnier audio clip up there instead of just us hearing some disembodied voice saying, order filled. Order filled. Dude, there's a lot of orders popping off right now. Oh, brother.
Order filled.
We get it. Order filled. We got the story. We understand it. All right. I'm throwing in an order. Hopefully I get filled. Don't know if I will. Don't know if I won't. Sometimes that's just life. Sometimes that maybe I just need to be a bit more patient. I feel like sometimes I'm always chasing these orders and I'm not necessarily getting the best fill. Speaking of that, what is actually going on in the options market this morning? Speaking of options, sign up for Webull. Pinned to the top of chat, in the description of the video. It's free to sign up. It's free to download, and you will get paid rebates for every trade. No other brokerage does this. You will make money off your trades. Like you're getting part of the rebate. And if you buy and then sell, that's 2. So that's not just 18. That's 3. It adds up for sure. Will one trade be like life-changing to you financially? No. But if you're an active trader, this definitely 100% adds up. So check it out. Pinned to the top of chat in the description of the video. And shout out to Public for being today's partner. Let's check out what
Order
is happening here. Options picking up ever so slightly. There is a hedge wall at 4,995. There is a hedge wall at 4,995. The options are picking up.
Order filled.
Is price going to pick up? That actually kind of gets
Order
annoying.
filled.
That kind of... What is happening? Uh-oh. Money was being lost. The last time I checked this looked a lot better. This looked a lot better the last time we tuned in. So maybe it's one of those out of sight, out of mind things. Maybe we just need to forget about it. I hope I'm not going to hit this drawdown because they were up. I guess I just have to let it rip. I don't really feel like messing
Order
with it
filled.
now.
Order filled. Order filled.
Dude, chill out. Yeah, I need this to start going the other way. There might be in a little bit of an issue here. Did anyone else here? Oh, if I misspoke and said Weeble, no, definitely public right there as it was shown on the screen. Public pinned to the top of chat. Weeble engages in payment for order flow on the stock side, and then everyone engages in it for the option side. Like that's the only way to trade options. But Weeble doesn't give you rebates back. So on the stock side, they're engaging in payment for order flow, which public
Order
does not
filled.
do. In the option side, they both do payment for order flow because everyone has to. It's how the market is made, except public is the only one where you get rebates. No other brokerage does that. And obviously it's still commission free. When does the free month on Discord close? Now. This month. That's why you should sign up.
Order filled.
Yeah, no, this chop is going to be eating it alive. So I've noticed, well, and also, I mean, I made it, so I definitely understand how this is going to work. When there's nice
Order
trends
submitted.
to the upside,
Order filled.
order submitted. Did one of the accounts just blow out? Why did it sound different there? Order submitted. Anyway, when there's nice moves, it's going to make nice money. When there's choppy moves, it's going to lose a lot of money. And that's what's happening right now in real time. So that's a bit of a bummer. A bit of a bummer.
Order filled.
Dude, this chop, I just don't stop chopping. It's just going to, all that, I could just hear the money leaving the account. It's just packing up and it's saying, hey, we're peacing out. We are peacing out, unfortunately. So we'll see how this goes. But what a bearish opening. The SPY is currently down 0.5%. The Qs are down 0.8%. What did the SPY actually open up at today? So we opened down 0.36. I believe that's right. We opened down 0.36. 0.36. What category does that put us in? 0.36. The chance of closing below Friday's low, somewhere in the high 60s. But the chance of the gap fill is also in the high 60s, so not necessarily mutually exclusive. Feels like the Bulls, it feels like the Bears are in control today, and the Bulls are losing a little bit of that momentum that they had going.
Order filled.
Dude, stop trading. This is just hemorrhaging money at this point. Everything looked quite a bit better not that long ago. I mean, these two accounts were at 2.5K. They've already pulled back $1,000. I don't even know how much this account has pulled back, but it's kind of freaking me out a bit. Oh, brother. Dude, and right away, it feels like it's going to go my way. Stop chopping, and then guess what? Feels like, oh, all right, we're starting another trend, and then right away it chops me. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, it happens. It happens. It's just, why does it have to happen to me? It's probably because I was being way too braggadocious this morning. A braggart, if you will. Netflix taking a hit. Meta. SMCI trying to save itself at 750. I think SMCI is a dead man walking. SMCI. It was too high flying. It just ripped. And now I think it's going to, I mean, the crazy thing is this thing could pull back to 500 and you could still argue that it's actually bullish. It just got so nuts. It went from 300 to over 1,000. And the people who were chasing it in like recently, like really any patch from here, like 580 to 1,000, that's just dumb. That is just being greedy. That is not respecting your risk at all, because out of nowhere, this thing could get absolutely hammered. And generally, when you have the first big red day like that, it's the first serious warning shot of things going south and going south quickly. So I'm curious to see how this will or won't play out. I don't know if I ever got my fill. I wanted to get a piece of the action. I'm hoping with a bit of volatility that I did. Let me see. I'm going to log in on my... The FMCI options were just crazy. They're going nuts. Definitely not for the faint of heart. I also want to clarify it's beyond degenerate. No, I didn't get my fill. Shoot. I want it. I still feel like that's going to work. Pending orders. SMCI. What's it trading at right now? What is it trading at? We'll cancel it. All right, let's see what we can find. SMCI. SMCI, trade options. We're going to buy a put. We're looking down. Dude, they got expensive so quickly. Buy. Do 3 of these. Review order. I'm gonna do maybe the 525s. Am I going to get a fill? I'm trying to get SMCI puts. Order received. 3 contracts. SMCI March 1st. And I looked at the 525s. 525s. Did I get a fill? It's probably going to run into some liquidity. Okay, just got it executed. So I'm going to give myself a bit of time. I think this will end up very poorly for a lot of the players in SMCI, especially the people who are just simply chasing it too late. But I think there's a chance of seeing like a fire sale type of a situation. And if it does happen, great. I make a lot of money, but I bet relatively small. As you heard, I only got 3. So like if it blows up in my face,
Order
okay,
filled.
I'm like betting accordingly. Like obviously I'm not going to let it ruin my entire account. Where are we at now? Are we climbing back a little bit? It looks like it's short. All right, so it caught a piece of this action. It's about to dump this one. Everyone's in the green.
Order
All right, so
filled.
like at least I'm not hemorrhaging money, but when you do these sim to funded ones, and then when you actually get funded, you still have the 2.5K drawdown until you're above it. So there's 2 things to consider here. Not only are you in the green, but you can't really come down that far from your high water mark, because that's another way that you could blow out the account and fail the test. So that's more so what I'm concerned about.
Order filled.
Because all of a sudden, if these ones go red on the day, if the bottom 3 go red on the day, if like they lose all their gains on the day, the account will technically fail, which obviously I do not want to happen.
Order filled.
All right, we're going to see how this is going. All right, it's almost 10. Almost 10. Let's see. All right, I'll throw out a starter position, see how this works. Oh, I wanted to talk about something with all of you cool cats and kittens. I was thinking about doing a a challenge for myself, obviously, where, oh crap, now SMCI is going, now it's going the wrong way. I mean, I guess the bet is inherently that one of these days there's just a giant dagger. It's not like a slow grind up or down. My bet is on SMCI. Basically, we open up one of these days and there's a giant gap down. Maybe it happens. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. If I knew that kind of stuff, I wouldn't be doing this job. I'd be some billionaire in a bunker somewhere. Dude, it is getting annoying to listen to that. If you are in the Discord, I'm putting my trade up right now. A little bit of a starter.
Order filled.
SPX. But anyway, what I was thinking about is more of like a challenge of how many days in a row can I get between like a 2 and a 3% gain. Because that might not sound like, and I'm talking on the account, not for the individual trade. Like how many days in a row can I successfully grow the account by like 2, 2.5, 3%? I feel like I could do it for a minute. I really, really do. I think I could get a good run in there. So maybe I'll start it today. But then some days, see, I think my issue is some days I feel as if there's better opportunity. And I just want to clarify before I start saying this. I understand when you say this, that's the crazy thing. Like you shouldn't be necessarily pushing for profits when they're not there. And this is like the greedy gambler side of my brain is like, I'm like, okay, do I want to do this challenge? Where some days I feel like there's better opportunity and I want that opportunity. So if I'm almost capping it, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm kind of torn, but I was thinking about seeing how much I could do of a personal streak of just every single day, just go for nice singles, just go for nice little easy putts and go from there. I'm out up 50% of the day. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know where I am on the day. I am up $100, which is not even measurable to my account, really. Have you looked at LUNR? Is that a stock? What is that? Or are you shilling some sort of shitty crypto project? Lunar Intuitive Machines, is this the one that you're talking about? I'm not chasing something that's up 26%. It's just run 244%. I'm not touching it. Wait, $100, what happened with the bots? Oh, that's a different account. These are futures. This is all futures trading. And as you, wait, can you guys see it? No, sorry. This is all futures trading. So when you see this, when you see my Ninja Trader and stuff, this is for futures trading, not options. For options, that's what I'm using public for. So these are all like just distinct accounts. So this is up, they're still rocking. But I was just looking at my options account and it's up about like, I don't know, $100. And that was a little bit of overall market stuff. But then I also, just to be clear, did get some SMCI puts for March, just giving a little bit of time. But anyway, if LUNR is the company you're asking about, I don't know if it might also be a crypto. I have no idea. But if you're asking me about the company, I see no advantage in chasing ever like that. Just because something's up, I'm not going to chase it. Yepper private moon module launch to the moon. Cool. If you're not in it, I don't think this is the time to get in it. You're like just late to the party. Your risk is like way too out of hand. So even if you like it, you just put it on your watch list and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait. I would not be chasing any of the stuff like that. Walmart's at an all-time high now with the Vizio deal. Is that the all-time? It gapped open to an all-time high. Golly.
Order filled.
And they announced a stock split, a 3-for-1 stock split on Monday. Jesus. Walmart is crushing it. You notice how good companies do stock splits while bad companies, AMC, does reverse stock splits? And anyone notice that? A little bit? Like that pattern, perhaps, perchance? Bearish. All right, that's all bearish. 5-minute maybe coming back up. 10-minute bearish. It feels like as of now the bears are still winning the day. Let's check in on the options market. Even
filled.
the options market can't bring this price up. The price barely went up. What happened? People tried to buy calls on this and it just did not play out how they thought it would. The recent call purchasing that happened from like 953 to 959, wow. They got crushed. All right, let's start putting some alerts for breakdowns. Let's start putting some alerts for some breakdowns. Obviously, things could reverse. I just don't think it's going to happen. Okay, I'm just getting some questions about it, so I'll pin this to the top of chat right now. It seems, I don't know if it's not there or something, but it seems like there's a little bit of difficulty of figuring out how to sign up for the Discord. So I just pinned it to the top of chat. And if you're watching on Rumble, it's that giant red button that says join, but you should click on it, pin to the top of chat, giant red button. It's all in the description of the video. All you have to do to get the first month for free, just make sure the code Cooney is right there. GOONIE. Make sure it's on monthly. And this is how you get the first month for free. I highly, highly, highly recommend signing up now because your first month is free. And on March 1st, the prices are going from $30 a month to $50 a month. So you might as well get grandfathered in at the cheaper price, and you could do so for free. I mean, if you like it, great, stay. If you don't, no harm, no foul, because you didn't have to pay anything. So if you do like it, you're grandfathering yourself in. And if you don't like it, it didn't cost you anything anyway. But I mean, I show you guys my trades. I show you all the stuff I'm doing. Obviously, I think the proof, whether you like me or dislike me as a person, I mean, I agree with the latter. I would dislike me too. But the proof is literally, ooh, the Qs are getting cracked right there. The proof is my own trading account. The proof is the success of Piper. And the best proof is the success of people in the Discord themselves. I'm a little bit nervous to look at the bot. Okay. We didn't lose that much. It's catching it. It's making the money back on this drop right now. The bot is capturing this. I was a little nervous of the pullback. I knew I would still be in the green, but I was a little bit nervous of the pullback, but we're rocking. We're rocking 2.8K, 600, 300, and 1.2, all on PA accounts as in money that I could actually take out. And then the bottom two, the 1.8 and the 1.9 right here, respectively, are just Apex, as in I'm trying to pass the test so they become a PA account so I can actually take money out if I trade well enough on it. So these two are trading themselves in the way of passing the test. They just need to get to 3,000 in profit on these bottom two. And as soon as they're on 3,000, I'll turn the robot off. I'll wait for the market to close. I'll get an email from Apex saying, hey, congrats, you passed the test. And then I'll be able to convert them over to PA, where now I can start talking about like getting real money if I trade well enough. So the real money situation are all the other ones, the 1.3, the 400, the 700, and the 3. So thus far, we're trending in the right way. I guess, what is it? It's 10 in the morning. So just $1,000 more on the day with these accounts. And if there's a vomit right here in the overall market, it should come like pretty freaking quickly. Where are we? I just got the Piper signal for the day. Piper.
Order filled.
Piper.
Order filled.
All right. If you are in the Discord, my trade got posted there like 10 minutes ago and Piper signal just generated. So I put that in there as well. Matt, I don't see your SMCI puts on Discord. I just did it today. Just there hasn't been time to put it in. I mean, I'll give you all the details. SMCI March, what is it? The 1st, I want to say. March 1st, so not this Friday, next Friday. 525, and I paid 11 a piece. It's a smaller position relative to the account size. It's just a degen thing. And also, I guess to somewhat clarify, I'm not necessarily the most stoked. Oh, I actually have 3. Excuse me. I don't have 2. I have 3. March 1st, SMCI, and I paid 11 each. 11 each? Yeah, and I have 3 of them. And apparently I'm now down 16%.
Order filled.
But those ones aren't backed by math or stats. Those are all backed by gut feeling, and most people's gut feeling sucks. So I'm not necessarily like the most eager to be like, yeah, here's my random swing plays, because that, like, it's gut feeling. And when it comes to the market, all the stats we know is people's gut feelings blow. What is backed
Order
by
filled.
math and science and statistics and analysis is Piper strategy. And then I use Piper strategy to inform my own trading. Hey, man, I've been learning how to trade credit spreads before I started trading actual money. I'm struggling to remember which strike you buy and sell when you do a call and put credit spread. You sell the one that is closer to the current price. So for the call, it would be the one on
Order
the bottom. For puts, it would be the one on top. You sell the premium that's closer. And you know if it's a credit spread, if you're receiving a credit for creating it. You're selling to open, STO, sell to open. The number should be a negative number when you're creating it because you're getting that credit. If you do it the other way, if you're paying for it, it's a debit. And that would be what happens when you buy the call or buy the put that is closer to the current
Order
trading
filled.
price. So not full transparency. Hey, dipshit, what would you call it when I shared every single detail of it and actually called it out beforehand? What? Are you just dumb? That is literally the definition of transparency, is when you share everything that's going on. Like, do you need one of those helmets? Did you recently take a spill like a geriatric and hit your head off the concrete? If any of you have been subscribed to YouTube Premium for at least 3 months, you are eligible for one subscription per month that is available to current premium subscribers. Works like Twitch. That just came out? I haven't heard about this. So they're basically the way on Twitch where you used to get the free sub. Now YouTube's doing it. I thought it was transparent when your parents are trans. Oh. Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it. Oh, everything's red today. Bitcoin's slightly green, but other than that. Oh, it's red. Oh, it's a red day. All right. So the Qs broke down from their opening range. We're seeing what the SPY does or doesn't do. Meta catching a bit of a bid. SMCI going flat after dropping 7%, 6.8%. Options market is
Order
looking
filled.
very
Order
distinct from
filled.
the prices. I mean, options popped. Price not really following suit. Price is more flat than, like, the options had a nice pop back up. What happened there? Some people were taking their money on the puts that they must have swung for whatever reason, and I guess congrats to them. But we're seeing a
Order
bit of
filled.
aggressive call buying as well. Even right now, in real time, we're seeing some call buying. Interesting. More aggressive than we're actually seeing the price pop. I mean, the white line on the bottom here, that is the price line. So you're seeing very aggressive call purchasing, and the call, like the price of the SPY is just not following whatsoever.
Order filled.
Whatsoever. And I think this is back to probably losing money. Okay, it's holding on decently. It definitely didn't. It pulled back by like 1,000, maybe 1,700 off the all-time high of like the day. The high watermark is, and that's what I have to consider. All right, I hope I just don't get unlucky, you know? Hopefully, it just does not get unlucky. The S&P 500 trade, that's on the left. The left over here where my mouse is moving, this is the S&P 500 futures market. And then on the right, this is the NASDAQ 100 futures market. So basically the SPY and the Qs, S&P 500, NASDAQ, respectively. And the Qs are always a little bit more whippy, a little bit more volatile. That's why the numbers go up and down a lot faster. So if you're on the right side of the trade, it can really work for you. If you're on the wrong side, it can really hurt you. While the SPY is seemingly a bit more calm today, and it's like slowly but surely getting there. So I don't know what is going on in these other accounts right here. Hello? I don't know. I don't know why this is just sell. How is it not short already? What is going on? What is happening?
Order filled.
Oh, yeah, great. Just do it. Just go short at literally the bottom of the day just to get knocked out. Cool, robot.
Order
That's what. Yeah. No. Cool. Go short at the new low of the day, and then as soon as it goes back up.
Order filled.
Yeah, no. That's what I want it to do. I'm super happy it did that. That's exactly how I love to trade. Is on just chase it to the bottom side. Good job, robot. You're awesome. That's what. No. I wanted that to happen. I wanted it to get completely fucking
Order filled.
destroyed. No, that's sick. No. I'm really, really happy. Awesome. No. Good work, robot. You're so much better at trading than me. Fucking loser.
Order filled.
This is why robots are never going to take over, because they're fucking dumb. Chasing that. Such bullshit. Such bullshit. Ooh, robots are so smart. Technology's so awesome. I'm Elon Musk. I can help people use phones by just thinking. Yeah, then why does my bot go short at the worst point of the day? Huh? Someone needs to riddle me that. I'm not pissed. You're pissed. I'm not pissed I'm losing all my money. You're pissed I'm losing all my money. It's not me. It's you. Oh, people are still buying calls. Does someone know something I don't? Who wrote the bot? All right, let's not get aggressive. Technically, I wrote the bot, and I can understand where you're going with this. And I'm going to shut down this conversation right now because I can see that you're starting to point fingers. I can tell that you're starting to really get into the world of you can't be mad at the bot if the bot's just doing what you told it to do. I see where you're going with it, and I want to shut that conversation down right now. That is inappropriate. Did I test the bot? No. What? Why? Oh, all right.
Order filled.
Welcome to your first Matt Kohrs show ever. Did I test the bot? Dude, I barely got it to work when I wrote it. You think I tested it? That's what it's testing itself out right now. I don't know. Oh, brother.
Order filled.
Dude, it can't be good. It has to be getting destroyed right now. I mean, technically, they're still all in the green, but this is... It's long, it's short, dude. It just has so much going on.
Order filled.
What is happening? Why would it go short at the bottom of the day? It almost bottom ticked it short. It's like, hey, I know what's going on. At least it's in the green now. I'm not going to have to take it out to the back 40 and put it in the robot cemetery, if you know what I mean. So the bot has room for improvement? By many, many different measures, it does. By many, many different measures, it does. Easy to program. If future value is above current value, then buy. I'm going to try that one. I'm going to hook that one up and see how it goes. If the future value is higher than the current value, then buy. That's genius in its simplicity. Yeah, honestly, that commentary, I was just watching Oppenheimer again last night, and I feel like you just took that. That's beautiful. Where'd you get that from? Are you like a scientist or something? That's beautiful. That's beautiful how that works. All right.
Order filled.
Son of a bitch. That fucking robot, man. What is going on? What's happening? All right. We're almost all green. if this account, one more, if it could just push in the right direction, we could get him back to all green. Just go. Let's just see green across the board. No red. Shit. Come on. I don't even know what oh, is it because it's long? Why would it be long right now? That's just stupid. Dude, these bots, they're drunk. Dude, I have no fucking idea what's going on right now. This makes no sense. All right. I'm just going to watch that and get frustrated. It's just getting chopped to bits right now. 2 reasons Bitcoin could challenge a record high of 69K. Nice. Before the halving, which is expected to be halfway through April. Data from past cycles entered around halvings and a key technical analysis tool suggests the path of least resistance is higher. Now, before we get into the what is this, what isn't this portion of the video, I just want to let you know, as I'm filming this, Bitcoin currently trading just below 52K, market cap still holding over $1 trillion. And in terms of just quick technicals, bullish, consolidation, fake out, breakdown, consolidation, rip higher, and we are once again back in the phase of consolidation. Markets, it doesn't matter if it's crypto, futures, stocks, options, they tend to expand and contract. So huge region of expansion, now we're contraction. I wish I knew which way the next direction of expansion would be, whether up or down, but I don't. I don't have a crystal ball. Mine's out getting repaired right now. I just want to say at this point, you can't really tell how long the consolidation is going to last. We're just holding at 52. Obviously, a breakdown below 50 could lead to extra selling, but a break above 53 might lead us to 56, 58, something like that in a very short-term type of a thing. But what might move this all? Well, obviously, we know the recent excitement with the ETF approvals, regulatory clarity, basically Gary Gensler admitting he's wrong. But the newest thing, or the closest thing I should say, is the Bitcoin halving. If you've heard of that, but you're not really sure, the TLDR is the reward you get for doing the proof of work consensus mechanism where everyone has a computer and they're doing all the mining. Basically, the reward for it is getting cut in half. That's the easiest way to explain it. Bitcoin tends to rally over 30% in 8 weeks leading up to the reward halving. According to 10x Research, Bitcoin's fourth halving is due on April 19th. And just so you know, it's variable based on how active everyone's really in the world of Bitcoin and the transactions. It'll speed up if there's more and more transactions, and it'll slow down and it'll get kicked. The can will get kicked down the road if the transactions start to slow down in terms of like how many there are. So it's not, at first they thought it was going to be around April 13th, getting pushed down a little bit, but I just want you to know that the date is not set in stone. It's variable, but obviously by the time we get closer, we'll have a better estimation. Bitcoin's daily RSI has crossed above 80, a threshold that has historically really front run a 60-day gains of over 50%. That's kind of a crazy metric, honestly. While a price pullback looks plausible, the broader uptrend looks set to continue, with prices revisiting the potentially surpassing the record high of 69,000 per Bitcoin before Bitcoin's blockchain's fourth mining reward halving due on April 19th. So they're looking at two things. Okay, we have a fundamental development in the world of halving, and then the other one is just a classic RSI technical indicator of, hey, when we've been in this situation before, here's how it's played out with relatively high odds. Obviously, it's a conditional probability. Is it a guarantee? No, none of this is a guarantee, but people are trying to see how much in the markets, it doesn't really matter what market you're looking at. The saying is, history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. So if you see some sort of historic precedence for a certain situation, the idea is that, okay, well, we saw it before. Enough people are seeing that it happened before. So maybe in a certain sense, it'll become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Pre-halving bullishness. The theory that Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency by market value, bottoms out 12 to 16 months ahead of halving and chalks out uptrends ahead of and a year after the halving is well known by now. More importantly, for traders, the previous 3 cycles centered around the halving shows prices surge by over 30% in the 8 weeks leading up to the event, which reduces the pace of the supply expansion by 50%. The halving due on April 19th will have the per block reward from 3.125 from 6.25. Actually, we started off at 50 way back when, over a decade. It was 50, then it went to 25, then it went to 12.5, and we'll just keep having and having and having roughly every 4 years. Bitcoin rallies an average of 32% in 60 days ahead of the halving, which is roughly where we are right now. Now, obviously, as I alluded to before, I don't have a crystal ball, but this metric, will Bitcoin go up in excess of 30% in the next 2 months, next 60 days? Definitely something I'll be paying attention to. The closer we reach the Bitcoin halving, the higher the probability that Bitcoin will rally, as the evidence from the last 3 halving cycles shows. This time will be no different, as the perception within the crypto community is high that the halving is bullish. This perception is undoubtedly flowing into the TradeFi community, which is aggressively buying these Bitcoin ETFs ahead of the halving. Once again, this is the self-fulfilling prophecy nature. The fact that everyone's looking around, they're like, well, this has happened before, and I want to buy it before that happens to make money. Well, they buy it, actually causing it to go up, hence why it's called a self-fulfilling prophecy. The other part of this is something in just the world of pure technical analysis, the Relative Strength Index, the RSI. A week ago, Bitcoin's 14-day RSI crossed above 80 for the first time since December. 12 out of 14 such previous RSI signals really were the initial solid buying signal. Now we know historically, Monday morning quarterbacking, that accelerated uptrend, producing an average gain of 54% in the following 60 days. So when you look at what's going on in the world of this technical indicator, the RSI, and also historically what happened with the halving, you put them both together, looks like the next 2 months on Bitcoin might be pretty freaking solid. As a reference, Bitcoin traded at 48,000 when the last signal was triggered, and if history, the average return of 54% in the next 60 days is any guide, then Bitcoin could rally to 74.6 thousand based on this signal. So many people right now, myself including, are starting to talk about the high 60s, low 70s in April of this year. Now, as I've said it a million times, and I'm going to say it a million more, is any of this a guarantee? No, there's always counterexamples, and it's a multivariate equation, an infinite multivariate equation where you never know what is or isn't going to happen, but it is interesting to see how it's played out in the past and potentially extrapolate that forward to see how things could go right now in the short to medium term. I myself, I'm buckled in. I'm excited. I think a lot of cool things are going to be going down. And I think there's going to be that return of fervor and FOMO and excitement to the world of crypto. Yes, we've already been seeing it, especially in January with the ETF approval. But I think that's going to be kind of small on a relative basis of what I think is really going to be going down in April. And fingers crossed, hopefully Bitcoin and the crypto sphere as a whole at a new all-time high. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, no. These numbers went down. They were 2.4 and 2.5, and then they were 1.5 both, and now we're at 1. So somehow that lost another $500. Oh, and I thought this one was above 1,000 as well. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, everything is short right now. Short. So all the bots have apparently decided to go short. Oh, this must have taken some hits. This must have taken some hits. Dude, I just need a trend. This chop is destroying my account. It would be a little bit better if it were all my own money, but I'm trading with someone else's money. That's what prop funding is trading with someone else's money. So they have specific rules beyond what you would like normally think. SMCI, I should already be up on this play. What are we doing? I am not. Oh, wait. I am. I'm up wait, I thought I got in at 11. What did I get in at? What was my fill price? Oh, no, I got in at $9.38. My limit was for 11, but I got a fill at $9.38. So for whoever before was calling me not transparent, you're actually right. I wasn't being transparent. My apologies. Is Maddie losing my money again? Yeah, feels like it. Things were trending, I guess, a little bit too favorably for me this morning, and now the market gods are saying that I need to simmer down. I need to simmer down. All right, let's do some of these reacts. All right, what did you guys send in over the weekend? It really feels like this.
All right, there you go. Thanks. Oh, I was just going to ask a quick question. A tip for takeout? Okay. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Oh, quick question. All right, there you go. Thanks. Oh, I was just going to ask a quick question.
It really is what's going on right now. Everyone's just forcing a tip on everything. It's funny because that's our life right now. It sucks. Customer caught valet taking his Lamborghini for a joyride.
Order filled. Order filled.
I mean, you're definitely going to get fired for that. Can't really hear him that well. What is that? Like a Corvette or
Order
something?
submitted.
Uh-oh. One of these just blew out. 103 just blew out. Because it pulled... So... Oh, that's so frustrating.
filled.
It was up so much, and now the pullback from being up so much technically broke its rules. So now it is not. So this one, even though it's up $110 on the day, I just got the message that it did officially blow out. So
Order filled.
that's a bit of a bummer. Dude, all these gains, they're just being lost. The opening profile, the opening movement was so solid and the robot caught all of it. But since then, this choppiness has just, the fact that we're going nowhere, it basically did well until about 950 because it caught the upward movement and the downward movement. But now that we're just chopping and it can't make up its mind, it's just getting eaten alive. Eaten alive. $1,000 spins. What? Yo, that's a rich grandma. I hate slots. I think it's the worst thing to do in any casino. I absolutely abhor slots. I think they're so incredibly predatory. Females be tripping in 2024 from DGen Dose of Internet.
Look at him. Y'all see this? Look at me. Y'all see how I look right now? This man that brought me on a date to Shake Shack. Like, of all places. Look at him.
What's wrong with Shake Shack?
All the chains and stuff like that on your neck.
Like that girl, but
She might have been wrong.
Shake Shack is
Order
nothing wrong.
submitted.
Then you
Order
the chicken
filled.
sandwich and stuff, like, there's nothing wrong with Shake Shack. Shake Shack is a good spot. You tripping.
Really? So you could have took me nowhere else better than Shake Shack.
And Shake Shack is a good spot to go
I mean, this what you got me.
Any other
That's it.
female would have loved to go to Shake Shack.
You got me 2 sandwiches and a drink.
So what? And it cost me $50 for just this.
This cost you $50.
$50. It cost
Order
me $50.
submitted.
Let me see the receipt.
Yep, those just blew out. Even though they're still in the green.
You act like you ungrateful. That's why I don't even like going on dates and stuff like that.
I mean,
That's
you be going
super
out spending
ungrateful.
hundreds of thousands at the club and stuff like that. I don't see why I gotta come to Shake Shack.
But the thing about it is this is lunch. You feel me? You said let's go out for lunch. Surprise me, and I took you to Shake Shack. And this is how you act?
I love Shake Shack. I'd be stoked to be taken to Shake Shack.
I'm already in there.
I'm gonna show the internet.
Yeah,
how
show
grateful women
them.
is.
Show them.
You feel me?
Show them.
But you want to order like
This
you still
sense of
order.
entitlement is the dumbest fucking
I ain't
thing.
said
Of
the food was
course the
nasty. I
internet's
just said
gonna
I
rip
wanted
them
something
apart.
To go to what? Where you want to go? Where do you want to go?
I mean, shoot, I mean, right here in the South Side. I mean, all these fancy restaurants over here. We couldn't have got something that at least gave me some
That's
silverware.
dinner. We could have went that for dinner.
Okay, but check this out.
I'm
Check
out
this
here
out though.
riding
Hold
my
on,
motorcycle
hold
and
on.
everything right now.
I'm about to prove a point though.
Man,
Pick up your fork. Pick up your fork. Let me see your fork. Yeah.
That's how.
I don't see the problem. I don't get it. Except I see the problem. Her, she sucks. Freed that man from deep in the friend zone.
Hey, man? Is your best friend? You never Well, how long are you gonna keep leading him on like this? You're paying this whole bill? Don't pay the whole bill. You're splitting as friends. As friends! Everybody say, if he pays for the bill, he's a what? They said it, not me. You want him? Yeah, you want him? You got it, huh? Hey, sit next to her. Come sit next to her. Empty chair in here. Hey, if she's your best friend, she'll understand. Sit right here. Sit down right there, my boy.
Dude, my ears are getting blown up. Very loud.
I love you, boy. That's how we do this shit. Hey, Miami, we love you. Enjoy your life, man. Were your best friends happy? You're not happy?
She's so pissed. So pissed. Oh dear, bro really thought outside the box for Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Are you joking?
No, I got you some flowers. Like, I thought I'd get them like personalised and that. So, I got MILF. Like, Mum, I'd like to.
You got me this for Valentine's Day. Genuinely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, it's personalised flowers, Rox.
If I was dead,
Right, but no. Why do they only have to be used when people die?
because they're for funerals.
But why are they? They're just the letters, aren't they? I don't understand. Like, I thought it'd be nice. Like, these cost more than like normal flowers. I was trying to do something special for like Valentine's Day.
What's wrong with roses? Just, you should have stuck with roses. I can't believe you've had that made. You got some balls in you. I'm so angry right now. You should have seen that florist's face.
What did
The
he
florist has to love it.
Yes, of course he does. Because most people who deliver these things are for funerals. What made you think? Oh,
I like how she's more focused on she thinks it's for funerals than the fact that it says
was you
milk.
looking for a graveyard? And you thought,
That's not even her problem.
Genuine, Mark. This is too far.
Right,
Too
I don't
far.
understand why you're so angry.
Too
Rox,
far,
why
Mark.
do people only use these?
I'm on his side.
Political correctness is the oppression of our intellectual movement, so no one says anything anymore in case somebody else gets offended.
Order filled.
What happens if you say that and someone gets offended? Well, they can be offended. What's wrong with being offended? When did sticks and stones may break my bones stop being relevant? Isn't that what you teach children, for God's sake? That's what you teach toddlers. He called me an idiot. Don't worry about him. He's a dick. Now you have adults going, I was offended, and I have rights. Well, so what? Be offended. Nothing happens. You're an adult. Grow up. Deal with it. I was offended. I don't care. Nothing happens when you're offended. There's nothing. I went to the comedy show, and the comedian said something about the Lord, and I was offended. And when I woke up in the morning, I had leprosy. Nothing happens.
Leprosy.
I want to live in democracy, but I never want to be offended again. Well, you're an idiot. How do you make a law about offending people? How do you make it an offence to offend people? Being offended is subjective. It has everything to do with you as an individual, or a collective, or a group, or a society, or a community, your moral conditioning, your religious beliefs. What offends me may not offend you, and you want to make laws about this? I'm offended when I see boy bands, for God's sake.
Down with boy bands. He has a valid point. If one person in this world is offended by boy bands, we should end them all. Just no more boy bands. Someone got offended. I'm on his side. That was handy. No.
Yeah, you don't think. You don't
Dude, some people. That's good. That's good. Wow, look at that. My accounts are still not okay because I'm getting destroyed. Hey, that's cool. Hey, no. I like losing money. I actually do this to lose money. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I think, oh, Matt, you got to get rid of some of this money you have. And that's why I trade. I trade because it's kind of like my own, like, it's self-imposed financial dominance. If you guys get that. Dude, SMCI, I think, is going to get rocked. I really, really do. The SMCI, oh, how's the position looking? I'm up 14%. I'm up $381, which I will need to pay for all of these accounts that I'm blowing out over here. So 103, 93, and 94 are all blown out, even though they're in the green because of the drawdown rule. So I'm a big fan of this like SIMDA funded trading, but I just want to clarify, when you do it, you kind of have to like really have your shit together, because even in the green, you could technically blow out if you go too much and then pull back from that high water mark. So basically, I failed the test on 93 and 94, so they're not going to be PA tomorrow. And then on 103, I guess it went up enough and I got destroyed anyway. But it does look like I still have some active accounts right now. These 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, I blew one out. 2 of them did not pass the test, and then I have 4 that are still alive. And sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. 110. 110 is this other one. 110 is currently long. Well, fuck me, man. Really? That's how it's going to do me? I guess it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. All right, let's go back to this. You guys had in a lot because we had the longer weekend. Hello, yes, 1 glass of diarrhea, please. This is how I drank an Indian street drink?
This is how I drank an Indian street drink and got the worst food poisoning of my life.
Wow, what on earth is going on in here? Kidna, ek vis? Ek. Here we go. Wow, it's a green funky juice. A bit of lime on top.
Yeah, I could tell you that one's not going to end well.
Oh, it almost burns your throat when you drink it.
Then don't drink it.
All right, I'm done.
Well, it's 5 a.m. and I haven't slept yet. I got a dilly belly.
This is how I drank it.
Oh, you could just see it in his eyes. He probably lost a lot of weight. Great weight loss regimen. Just go get food poisoning in another country. And that's from a person who's done it. I did that in Honduras, and I dropped like 10 pounds. This is such an unserious conversation.
All right. What are you saying?
You just want to be Chinese? But why? But you're Mexican.
No, I don't want to be Mexican.
Why not?
Because I don't.
You only want to be Chinese.
Yeah.
But do you speak Chinese?
Yeah.
Let me see. I want to hear you say something in Chinese.
I only say shisha.
Shisha?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Wash his hand, but I only say that.
Oh, okay. Maybe tomorrow you can be Chinese.
Just having an 8th life crisis right there. I just want to be Chinese. My face hurts from laughing so much. OMG.
This is what you guys wanted. Here we go. Don't. What?
I feel like throwing up. I'm not even kidding.
Okay, let's go.
Should we reach them in park?
This can't be safe.
I will. Make sure you put it in park.
No, they're going through.
Hi dear, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
Can I please get a large Coke? Oh, no, large fries.
Large fries.
No, yes, please.
Anything
This is the dumbest shit.
Which one is it? And what's your thing, Cody? I'm shaking.
Okay.
This is so dumb. Dude, there's no way she's getting the food back. She had to know that was coming.
Dude. Thank you.
This is so strange. This is so strange. How much do they have that turned up to? Like $1 million?
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Definitely gonna crash into someone. That's wild. I don't know where you guys find this stuff. Get wrecked, nerd.
They got horses.
Should we tell her that fences electric?
No, hell no. Baby, you're scaring the horses.
They're really.
Oh.
What'd you do?
They got horses.
Eating a brownie into a stick is crazy.
Let me see that brownie. What's that, a gun? Why would you eat that brownie to a gun? I'm whooping your ass. Let me see that brownie.
I'm whooping your ass. Dude, kids are next level. Kids won the internet today, eating a brownie into a gun, and the Mexican girl wanting to be Chinese. Oh, geez. How many? You guys sent in a lot today. Telling my wife we need to talk. This sounds like relationship advice, and I think I'm definitely qualified to speak on this.
Hey Courtney, we really need to talk.
Why?
You might want to sit down for this, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you just want to take a seat.
Okay.
Can you just promise me you're not going to get mad at me?
What did you do?
You've always told me that you want me to be honest, right? Like 100%?
Yes.
Right, then please just promise me you're not going to get mad at me.
What did you
Just pinky swear.
Okay.
You can't break a pinky swear.
I'm just scared. I don't want you to like divorce me or something.
It's
like,
so
get
bad
mad
you
at
think
me.
I'm going to divorce you?
Like, I don't think so.
We
but
don't even say the D word.
I was in your bathroom taking a dump and we ran out of toilet paper and I had to wipe. So I just grabbed the nearest thing and one of your t-shirts was on the floor. And I forgot about it until now. I just feel really bad.
What shirt?
Hey, I'm sorry.
What shirt?
It was one of your blue ones.
Dude, I can't.
Babe, you might want to change shirts, babe. I'm sorry.
I mean, her acting needs a bit of improvement, but it was funny. The couch part, she wasn't selling it. So funny though. Just invested $300 million in a $1.1 billion post into Tony Delivers. Angry with absurd Uber Eat fees? Want your DoorDash delivery person to care about you and your food? Ditch the apps and let me deliver your food for $5. One chicken bowl at Chipotle, $24.87 on DoorDash, $27.50 on Uber Eats. Tony Delivers, $15. Tony Delivers. Delivered from any restaurant on the map at your destination for $5. Dude, Tony is a gangster. But Chris, how does this scale? I don't get it. Wow, listen to yourself. Sad when people can't understand true innovation. If Tony can ramp up to 1 million deliveries per day, order of magnitude less than Santa does in a night, that's $5 million a day in daily revenue. Welcome to the future. Fair point. Orders of magnitude less than Santa does in one night. This is just a portion of Manhattan. It could work. It could work. What are we doing? I got an alert. All right, we're going to the upside, I guess. Am I poor yet? Oh, wait, we're coming back with vengeance? Wait, what account is this? All right. Somehow we survived a certain gauntlet. One of the accounts, so blown out or failed the test, blown out. This one looking sketchy. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go, team. We were so close yet so far away. So close yet so far away. The robots did not handle the chop well, to say the least. Did not handle the chop well. Market starting to come back. SMCI barely hanging on to $7. Rums, everything's red today. The only thing I see green are bonds and gold. Lot of red in the tech sector. Consumer defensive. Walmart, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Procter & Gamble, Costco. A lot of green over there. Tesla's getting hit. So some of the big well-known tech plays not having a good day. Consumer defensive doing well. Energy doing all right. Real estate doing all right. Interessante. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I find a bit surprising. Eli Lilly, for some reason, getting hit while the rest of the healthcare is actually pretty green. Let's go through and check the sectors really quick. XLE was doing well, just took a hit at 10 a.m. Maybe there's some sort of like crude oil report or something like that. XLF, financials are doing well, and that makes sense. Bonds are going up. There was a little bit of a hit last week, but overall the financial sector has been trending to the upside, so XLF looking pretty good today. XLU looking good over the past 15 minutes, taking a bit of a breather, but decent day. Healthcare, kind of choppy, sideways. Industrials picking up right now. So the only clearly weak thing is tech, XLK, which is going to be very similar to the Qs. That's the particularly weak sector. But XLF, like these financial plays are having a good day today. And if you want the major ones, JP Morgan actually looks like it's about to break out here at 180. Wells Fargo, WFC also looking good. Citi is looking good. Citigroup holding, it's in the green. I mean, there's so many. BlackRock, flat, but looking good. Financials are looking solid right now. What just happened? It just went short? Well, these three are dead, so I don't want to keep looking at those because it's confusing me. It makes it look like it's better than it actually is. Apparently it went short just now on the NASDAQ. It went short on the Qs. Interesting. Interesting. What? Kai Cenat celebrated winning Streamer of the Year in the most chaotic way possible. Feels like it tracks.
Order filled. Order filled.
I like the mime lady the best. I like the mime lady the best. I just got some sort of alert. Tech picking up a little bit from like the opening range there. Meta picking up, but really tech catching a bit of a bid. Let's put SMCI back up. I'm curious. Ooh, not holding 700. So SMCI not catching the bid. SMCI down another $100 today, down 12%. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Meta catching a bit of a bid. Netflix everything's kind of curling up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Wow. Nvidia dumped from 720 down to 686. Wow. Nvidia getting rocked today. I guess, did Pelosi do something? Does someone know? Did someone alert Pelosi? Everything's just getting hit right now. How are bonds looking? Bonds are looking okay. So really, bonds and financials are where the strength's at. How's crude oil? Crude oil was trying to pop, but then got smoked. Got smoked. Wow. Wowee. SPY catching a bit of a bid right now. Options and the price finally moving in a way that
Order
I guess
filled.
makes a bit more sense. For a bit there, the options market was showing strength and the price just didn't follow. But you could see ever since 10:30, price started to pick up. Options were picking up. We were seeing a bunch of aggressive call buying for a bit there and just nothing happened. But now we're seeing even more call buying and people are unloading their puts. So puts are, I guess, either taking their profits or they're getting blown out. And then people are making more so aggressive bullish bets on the 0DT timeframe and also in the net aggregate of all timeframes. So calls being purchased, puts being sold, and maybe we're hitting this hedge wall of 4995 on SPX. SPX currently trading at 4978. So it'd have a bit of distance to go, but that's the next major thing is the hedge wall at 4995. We have the key gamma strike at 5,000. So do I think we're going to get all the way up to 5,000? No, I don't. I think we have too much distance to go. I think these calls will probably want to be taking their profits, but maybe it's somewhat dependent on the success and or failure of the 1 p.m. Results of the 1-year bill auction from the Treasury. So something to pay attention to about 2 hours from now, if I did my math right. So I just want to put that on your radar. It could get going. I think it'll just take a bit, I suppose. It's just the financial sector is actually looking good. The fact that bonds are looking good is part of the reason why financials are looking so good right now. How's Bitcoin looking? Just chilling, just right below 52. Do we have time for this? How long is this video from Dave Lauer? Oh, it's an hour. I'll listen to that in a bit. How it started versus how it's going. FTX. Before they figure out you are stealing billions of dollars, you get to hang out with top models of the entire world. And then later on, you just hang out with other models in the world facing 100 years in prison. All right, what else? Nvidia just getting rocked today. That's going to be dragging a lot of tech with it if it, in the medium term, continues to sell off. Argentina sees first monthly budget surplus in 12 years. Dude, their new president making things happen. God, what else do we see? Beat earnings, tank stock market. Those streamer awards are a bit weird. I don't really get it. And I saw about 3 seconds of it, and I just thought it was so incredibly cringeworthy. Do people actually... It feels like it's a bunch of friends who are just giving each other awards, and it's just strange. Is it me? Is that like a hot take? I feel like what I saw, most people agree, is just like absurdly cringeworthy. I don't get the streamer awards. I just don't get it at all, honestly. Breaking. Scaramucci expects Bitcoin to trade at 170,000 this bull run.
I want to go back to Bitcoin for a moment because, of course, you made a lot of headlines when you gave a Bitcoin price forecast of $170,000 about 18 months after the halving in April. Given the rally that we've seen, 52,000 above that level, what's your latest price forecast? Are you sticking with that?
I am sticking with that, but the typical thing, what I was trying to say in that podcast was there's a technical analysis that you can do over the past 14 years. The price at the time of the halving, if you multiply that by 4, that's typically where Bitcoin has run to in that cycle. And so I was just using a $50,000 number for April. So this could run up because there's a lot of momentum right now. You guys are seeing that the network is only producing 900 coins a day, and you've got 12 times the demand of that right now, which is why you're seeing a price squeeze to the upside. So I'm going to stick with that price prediction only because I think it's conservative based on where we are right now. And I think people need to understand, look at what happened to NVIDIA, look at what happened to Apple over the last decade, NVIDIA over the last 18 months. It's not impossible now that this asset has been regulated and has this regulatory ETF wrapper around it. Yeah. And remember, I've been on Wall Street. This is my 36th year on Wall Street. Wall Street sells product. Yeah. And these products are sold and not bought. And you have armies of people now that are putting these products in people's portfolios. Yeah. And it's very limited demand for an asset like Bitcoin.
Well, we'll see. He's calling out 170, but basically the math is just 4x, and he's given it a year and a half after the halving. Obviously, time will tell. I hope it happens. I want it to be a thing, but we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. What do we have? Michael Chandler calling out McGregor on a Monday. The TKO era is here, folks.
Please welcome UFC lightweight fighter, Michael Chandler!
Is McGregor ever fighting again?
What's up, Anaheim? Oh, hey, you are now in the presence of the most entertaining UFC fighter on the planet.
Okay.
Michael Chandler thinks he's the most entertaining.
Has been making me wait for way too long. And I still got one dude on my mind. Conor McGregor, get your candy ass back to the octagon. We got some unfinished business, boys. God bless. I'll see you at the top.
Please welcome.
I would watch the fight. I just don't know if Michael Chandler is the most exciting UFC fighter currently. You know who am I? I'm not saying he plays the entertainment side of it. Like, I don't think he's like really into it, but I'm a big fan of Bo Nickel. I think Bo Nickel's gonna do some impressive things in the world of fighting. SPY and the Qs are still picking up with the options market. The options market is leading this grind higher and higher and higher. Puts just got purchased, though. Puts were being sold and calls were being purchased. Now calls are still being purchased, but now puts are also being purchased. So we might be closer to a topping point. I guess I'm just going to watch this put sign on the bottom, see what happens. But call is still aggressively being purchased. But as we're coming up to some just recent intraday resistance, which, hey, not the most important thing in the world, some people are buying puts at those levels. And you could see it right here, the net delta getting a bit worse. So puts being purchased. Oh, wow. Look at that. Time flies when you're having fun. Folks. Welcome back to the world's largest casino. I know it's a bit of a shortened week. I hope you enjoyed your holiday, and I hope thus far your return to the marketplace we'll call the Octagon. I hope it's been well. I hope you already made quite a bit of money this morning, and I hope you make even more today. It was pretty freaking bearish, but it looks like the bid is starting to come in. Some bulls are stepping in, deciding to buy it. Now, will it last? I have no idea. That's why I'm paying attention to what's going on in the options market, the breakouts, the breakdowns, and really I'll be paying close attention to the 1 p.m. Treasury bill results, the 1-year bill. We're going to get the results of that auction today, and that's in about 2 hours. So I appreciate all the good vibes. Thank you. On your way out, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and most importantly, sign up for the Discord. It is free. Use the code Goonie to get the first free month, and you're definitely going to want to do that before March, because in March, the price is going up from 30 to 50. And if you want to get grandfathered in at a cheaper price, if you have at all any interest in it, this would be the time to do it. That's what I have for you. We'll be posting some content later on today, and then we're going to be streaming once again tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. bright and early. I hope to see you there. Best of luck in the market the rest of the day. I hope your degeneracy makes you buttloads of money. Have a good one. Peace out.